Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Again, filming out here today. I kind of like this background. I feel like it's kind of fun. My filming room is starting to get like dark. It seems like I don't know, natural light. I just love it. Anyways, I have pine pitch in my hair. So if there's like a crusty section that you see, that's what that is. But today we are going to talk about cat. If you hear things in the background like a cat, a rooster, or children, it is officially summer, so everybody's crazy. We are going to talk about the first few days postpartum and kind of what to expect. I am 36 weeks pregnant right now, so pretty much like any day, baby could arrive. My first was here at 37 weeks, so I kind of consider these weeks leading up to 40 weeks that I could really deliver any day. I'm not really feeling too much stuff, but I'll update you guys in another video. So I got my notes here and we are just going to jump right in. The first thing that you can expect, I am gonna put like some pictures here because I am gonna talk about a couple things too. But the first thing that you'll expect, and this is for moms who've delivered vaginally and for moms who've also delivered via C-section as well. So one of the first things that you're gonna notice or experience is swelling. So you're gonna have swelling all over, especially if you've had IV fluids or a C-section because they pump you with IV fluids. So hands, ankles, legs, breasts, face, like everything's gonna be swollen. If you had a long, hard second stage of labor, which is like when you're pushing, you're gonna be swollen even more. So the best thing that you really wanna do for swelling is Epsom salt baths, and you wanna do those at least 2 times a day. Even more is like great. You're also gonna have swelling down in the nether regions as well, regardless of if you've had a C-section or a vaginal birth. You'll still have swelling there. Lots of things are happening in that area, so you're definitely still gonna have swelling. So Epsom salt can really help with that. Another thing is the Arnicare, and Arnicare is a homeopathic bruising and swelling tablet that you can take, and I'll put it here on the screen. I've used it after every birth and it really does help bring down my swelling or bruising. I do sometimes get a lot of bruising after delivery. A lot of that has to do with just the amount of extra blood that you have. It just kind of like breaks up in different parts of your body. And so I notice a lot of bruising like around my legs and stuff. I don't know, that's just kind of my personal experience. And you also want to get in as much rest as you can and nurse as much as you can. That'll really help with any of the swelling that you're having. Nursing just helps keep all of your good hormones flowing, which is good and also helps you recover a lot quicker. So rest, make sure you're eating, make sure you're drinking, you know, all those fun things, and the swelling should subside. If you notice that you're all of a sudden getting swelling, call your doctor immediately. Another thing you'll notice is excessive bleeding, and this is with a C-section or vaginal. A lot of people think with a C-section you're not gonna have any bleeding because you didn't deliver vaginally. That's not the case. Your uterus is essentially an open wound after you deliver the placenta. So that has to bleed and essentially scab, even though it doesn't really scab, but it needs to heal itself. While it's healing itself, it's bleeding. So you will experience bleeding. Now you wanna make sure that you have your pads. Adult diapers work really great. I will also put up here the Laviemom postpartum kit that they have. I think this would be super great. I purchased a couple of these items and I want to get some more too. You will have swelling, and especially you'll have swelling with a vaginal birth and possibly stitches. So any type of like wiping or even just touching in that area can be very sensitive. So you want to get a peri bottle, and I'll put a picture of one here. And it's just where you can squirt warm water or cold water too on that area, and it can just help clean that area so you're not having to wipe. If you do need to do any type of wiping, dabbing is usually a lot better than pulling on something if you do have stitches. Another thing that really helps is making the ice diaper, and I can insert a picture of one here if I can find one. It's essentially like an ice pack that's in a diaper, and the Laviemom makes kind of like their own ice pack pads, which would really help any of that swelling. So you can sit on an ice pack. You don't want to put it directly onto your skin. You can sit on that, and that can also help with the swelling down there. Another big thing is those Epsom salt baths. You want to at least try to get 2 to 3 baths a day with the Epsom salt, and kind of like swoosh up in that area. This is a TMI video. To really get that swelling to go down. And I honestly believe those Epsom salt baths make your recovery so much quicker. And it's not like you have to take a full bath, you know, up to here. You just want to get just enough where you can kind of sit all of your parts in there and soak for, you know, 15 minutes. Another big thing with the bleeding is you want to make sure you're getting enough rest and getting enough to eat and drink. That's really, really important, and I feel like that's something that we forget, especially as first-time moms. Another thing with the bleeding is that you're also going to have cramping. And now these cramps can feel like contractions, and that's normal. It's just your uterus contracting down to its regular size, because your uterus, when you're not having a baby, is like teeny. It's like this size. It's really small. And when you have a baby in there, it gets huge, like the size of your belly. So it needs to go back down to its original size, and in order to do that, it has to cramp down. So you'll notice when you're nursing that you're gonna be getting a lot of cramping, as well as some nursing pain. So there's where the ibuprofen comes in. There's where the rest comes in. There's where the, you know, good foods come in. So with the cramping, the ibuprofen definitely can help with that. Just breathing through those cramps. They usually happen at the beginning of a nursing session. They can really happen at any time too. Like, it doesn't have to be while you're nursing, but usually it is because you're stimulating your breasts, which also would stimulate your uterus. It's best to just try and breathe through everything and just try and relax as best as you can. Sometimes heat can help. So just be prepared for that. That is something that happens. And I've actually noticed after each pregnancy, the cramps have actually gotten worse each time. So we'll see how this 4th pregnancy goes. So something else that you'll notice is nipple pain. And some of this is normal and some of this is not. So how do I know if it's normal? So in the first 2 weeks of breastfeeding, you are gonna have nipple pain and tenderness. And that's mainly because, I feel like you guys are really high. Hold on. There. That's mainly because your nipples just need to get used to nursing. They need to kind of toughen up, you know, get a little crazy. You may notice some cracking and bleeding, just a little. If you start noticing that, you can put a little bit of the lanolin cream. I'll put a picture of that here on the nipples, airing out the nipples, you know, trying not to wear tight clothing can also help. Usually the pain that you have is right at the beginning, right when they latched. You're kind of like, ah, and then as your body kind of gets used to it, it doesn't really hurt as much and the nursing session goes okay. If you're still having pain after the 2 weeks and it's throughout the whole nursing session, you want to adjust your latch and check your latch. And also I suggest too, if you're still having pain after the first 2 weeks, you know, it's not going well, definitely reach out to either a lactation consultant, IBCLC, or a La Leche League leader. So one of the last things, I mean, not the last thing, there's tons of things that you're gonna experience postpartum, but these are just kind of like the main points, is your emotions. You're literally gonna be kind of crazy. It's just mainly a lot of hormones, new experience, a baby is, you've never had a baby, you don't get to like try babies. Having your own baby is completely different than babysitting somebody else's baby. Give yourself grace, ask for help, rest as much as you can, eat really good wholesome foods so that you feel good. And if you're not feeling right, ask for help. You know, go talk to a therapist, go talk to a counselor, talk to your friend, you know, have somebody hold the baby so that you can take a shower. I think a big part of postpartum is remembering ourselves as new mothers and as who we were before we had the baby. So making sure that you're having a little bit of time to yourself, that's really important. So it's important to, you know, take some time and make sure that you're getting enough help, that you're not running yourself ragged. If you're having those intrusive thoughts or those rambling thoughts or super anxiety, that's really something that you should be talking to a counselor or a therapist about. And the last thing I kind of want to mention is just enjoy your baby. I feel like a lot of times it's something we sort of forget because we're like trying to make sure everything's perfect, or they can't wear this outfit, they have to wear this outfit, or whatever it is. Like, just enjoy these moments with your baby, because honestly they go by so fast. They grow like little weeds, and before you know it, they're gonna be 6 months old and eating from a spoon, and you're gonna be like, oh my god, the newborn stage, it's gone. So just soak up all those moments, Oh, and one thing that I almost forgot to mention was these LaVie products, which I know you guys hear me talk about all the time, but these are super great for those first few days postpartum. This is the heating pad. I don't know if it's, there we go. And this is super great to get the letdown going for relaxation. And this is the original massager, which is super good for if you have clogs or especially swelling. If you're having swelling in your breasts, this will totally help just get the swelling kind of out of the way and help with the milk flow. I do have a coupon code with LaVie, and it's completely free for you guys to use. I do make a small commission on it, so thank you in advance for using my code. You don't have to use my code. Like I said, these are super awesome. I can't wait to start using them. I love the pads. I think the pads are like my favorite. A lot of people ask me like, which one should I get? Like, I always suggest the pad just because it warms, and for me, heat really helps milk flow. If that's not, like, if you're somebody who's like, oh my god, like I can't, heat doesn't do it for me, the original massager is great. But that's it for today's video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned a little something, and I hope that your first days postpartum are smooth and happy. We are on baby watch, so if you want to know when I'm having this baby, you need to follow me on Instagram, which I never remember which side it goes on, but follow me on Instagram because that's where I'm going to update all you guys. I will try and update here on YouTube as soon as I can once the baby's born, but I am 36 weeks, so we could really have this baby kind of like any day, any week. So, and I already feel like a huge whale, so we will see. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next.